Miss R. Sarasu. Assistant Professor R. Sarasu is an assistant head of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Dhanalakshmi Srinivasan College of Engineering and Technology, Mamallapuram, Chennai. She has 7 years of teaching experience for undergraduate and postgraduate students. She has also served as head of the Department of Information and Technology for 2 years. She has been teaching in the area of data structures, computer architecture, design and analysis of algorithm, internet programming, advanced computer architecture, information security, soft computing, system software, web technology, and advanced Java programming. She has attended various workshops and many faculty development programs. She has also presented papers in national and international conferences. She has comprehensive problem-solving ability and good communication skill with a strong inclination for teaching. Her research interests are web data mining, web data extraction, and semantic information retrieval.
Welcome to UGC lecture series in computer science. We are going to see series of lecture on web technology semester 6 paper 15. In this series we are going to deal with unit 1 web technology on hypertext markup language. It contains HTML, list, tables and other cascading style sheets. Today's outline of this session are introduction to form elements, how to create forms, what are the attributes of forms and how to create the form controls. Let us have the introduction for forms. What is mean by forms? It is a control used in HTML which asks the user to enter some information. When we are creating the website, we need to enter some information at the runtime. That is, when the user wants to enter dynamic information to the website, we are in need of forms. In day-to-day life, we have seen so many forms like comment response form, subscription form, job registrations form, etc. So, forms are used to submit the information to the server. The informations can be given by the user. So, what is a tag used to create the form? The form is created by using form tag. What are all the form elements? We have so many form elements. The important elements are text boxes, password boxes, check boxes, we can call radio buttons or option buttons, submit and reset. So, these controls are otherwise called as form elements, ask the user to enter the data required for that particular website. So, where to use this form elements? As I said, we are using form tag. So, inside this form tag, we have to embed these elements. So, the form elements is embedded inside the form tag. So, how to embed the form tag or how to embed the form element into the form tag? So, what is the tag used? This input. So, input tag with the help of some properties and attributes of the particular element, we can embed the controls into the form. So, what is mean by form attributes? So, these are all some of the form attributes, action attributes and next attribute was method. There are two types of method, do get, do post and ends type. What is mean by action attribute? When the user submit some information, this information should be sent to some websites or some other machines. So, which machine and which local host or which website it should be sent. So, that particular details, the path will be given within this action attribute. So, see this form is an tag and action is an attribute. I want to submit my details to this particular website. So, I have given the path there and next I have given post. What is the difference between post and get? Get is a method which will get the information within limited amount, that is user can enter only limited amount of characters within get method, whereas in post method there is no limitation, we can enter more amount of information. Next, the major difference between do get and do post is do get is not so secure. When the user is entering some information through form to the server, that informations will be appearing in the browser address bar. So, the hackers can able to easily track the information what the user has given. So, this is the major disadvantage of do get, whereas post is similar to do get, but it is very secure. The characters or the information entered by the user will not be appearing in the address bar when the user is typing. So, do get is less secure and do post is more secure. And the third attribute is ENC type. Yes. So, when we are sending some data to the server, it should be encoded so that the server can understand. So, which type of encoding method we are going to use. So, all this information, encoding information will be given within this ENCYP attribute. So, there are three basic attributes used in form: action, method. A method can be a do get or do post, and ENC type, that is encoding type. So, let us see what are all the form controls or form elements. We have several form controls: text fields or text boxes, password boxes, radio button, scroll list, check boxes, submit and reset buttons. First, we are going to see the text boxes, or otherwise it has been named as text fields. It is a single line entry, that is only we can enter single line. We can give the options like name, address, email. So, these type of information can be retrieved from the user using this text field. Example, if I am getting the password. So, password we can give password or the name of the user here. So, what is the syntax here? Input type equal to text. I said input is a tag which is used to embed the particular element. Here element is text. So, we have to give here text. How many number of characters should be entered within that text field will be specified with this size attribute. Since this is an attribute, we are enclose both things in double quotes. So, let us see an execution for this text field. So, I am getting a password in this text field. So, it will be appear. So, I can give my name here. So, this is an basic example for text field. So, this is an single line entry. We can only type up to a single line. So, restricted amount of characters only we can type it, that is restricted amount, in the sense we can specify the size of the character within size attribute. Whatever the amount of characters we have used, we can give there. So, next type of text box is element is password field or password box. So, in the previous text field, we are entering the characters which is usable for users. When we want to make your data more secure, that is when we want to enter some password, it should not be appear to the user. So, it should be in some other format which is not seen by the users. So, for this purpose there is an option called password field in HTML. It is similar to a text field, but the characters which is typed by the user will not be visible. So, what is the syntax for this? Let us see. Here also we can embed the element into the form using this input type. What is a field name? Password field. So, it is a name of the element. We have this is a standard one, where when we are giving text field, we have to give input type equal to text. When we are using password field, we have to give here password field and the number of characters and the maximum length. So, these two are attributes for this password field. So, let us see an example here. So, I am typing here, this characters is not visible by the user. So, likewise, to create a secured password field, we can use this password element. So, this is used for security purpose. So, next type of element is multiple line text input, or it can be also called as text area. When we want to type some address in the form, when we need some amount of characters to be large, or when we are going to give more amount of data to the form, we can use this text area element. So, we can type more than one line here. This is the basic difference between text field and the text area, and we the specific attribute for this is rows and columns. So, how much number of characters can be specified with this rows and column instead size, which we have seen in the previous elements. So, the text area can be specified with the tag text area and the number of rows and number of columns and the name of the text area. So, here the name of the text area is comment. So, the user can use this to type some comment inside this. Next, what are all the attributes for text? There are 3 attributes of hard and soft. Half in the sense, when we are typing the letters inside the text area, when the end is being reached, it should return back. For this purpose, we are using word wrapping. So, when the line has been reached at the end of the text area, we should return back to the next line. So, when the user don't want this option, they can give off. Otherwise, if they want this option, they can give hard and soft. So, the word wrapping will be done by this hard and soft attribute. Example for this, text area, name is comment, and rows and columns. Let us see an example for this. So, this is my text area which I am created. So, we can type it. So, this is, we can type more than one line inside my text area. So, this is the basic advantage of text area considering text field. In text field we can type only one line, that is single line text. Here we can type multiple line text. So, this is a basic advantage of multiple line text. Next input element was scrolled list. When the user want to display or select more than one item from the list, we can use this scrolled list. What is a tag used? The tag used here is select tag. So, this is the basic tag used to allow the user to select more than one option from the given list. What is the tag used here is select name, the name of the list, and what is the ID. So, many scroll list is present, we can differentiate with ID. So, this is a scroll list which display the book name, and multiple. What is this attribute indicates? We want to select more than one item from the scroll list, and the size of the list, how many items should be displayed. So, this should be specified. So, let us see an example here. So, options we have Java and we have C++. So, this is options, I can select Java as well as C++. So, this is the option. So, let us see an example here. So, this is an scroll list. So, we can select both list, both items. So, this is an example for scrolled list. Let us see the source code of this. So, this is select, the scroll list is created by using select query. So, select, and then what are all the items should be displayed, that is specified by using options, option tag. Inside that we can give the items should be displayed. For example, C++ like networks, likewise we can give the items, what items should be displayed inside the scroll list. We have seen scroll list. Let us have a break. We will see the rest of the form elements in the next session. Welcome back to the form session. Let us see the next form element, checkboxes. So, it is similar to the scroll list, but it is a type of toggle choices, that is the user can on, use it in on mode or off mode, either in on or in off. It is similar to scroll list, we can have multiple type of checkboxes. So, what is the tag used? As usual, input tag with the type is being differentiated as checkbox. So, if for scroll list we will use select query, for select tag, for checkboxes we will use this checkbox. So, in the type attribute we have to change the name as checkbox, the name of the checkbox and the value should be displayed. And similarly, for here checkbox I have created the college's name. So, here DSET, here SRM. So, let us see an example here. So, this is an example for checkbox. I have displayed choose the college as an option. The user can choose both the options and it is either on or off mode. I said either on or off. So, let us see the source code for this. So, the form contains two check boxes, one is DSET, another one is SRM. So, these two check boxes are displayed here. So, we can use these check boxes as a toggle choice. So, we can select either in on mode or in off mode. So, we can select more than one check boxes. So, this is the basic idea about check boxes. And next type of a form element is radio buttons or option buttons. Here we are going to select only one option out of many choices, that is in check boxes we can select multiple check boxes, where in radio buttons we can select only one option, that is we have to select one item from the group of items. So, that is the basic difference between check boxes and radio buttons. So, let us see here how to differentiate here. Input type, what is the attribute here? Radio. For radio buttons we will specify this attribute as radio, and the name of the radio button, the name is color. I want to display the color using this radio button, and the ID to differentiate more than one group of check boxes in the form. So, one value what it should be displayed. So, I have given the name here. So, let us see the example for this. So, this is an form element option with the form element radio buttons. So, I can select only one. In checkbox we can select more than one item, in radio buttons we can select only one item. So, either green or red. So, let us see the source code for this. So, we have two radio buttons of one group color. So, green and red. So, it should be in checked mode. Initially we want to make this as a checked field, we can use checked, otherwise we can leave like this, the first option. So, if you give checked, defaultly it will be checked, the user can change it. So, for example, it is been checked, so the initial mode it will be in check mode. So, the user can change it, that is the attribute value of the checked. So, checked means the initial stage it will be in checked mode, that is it can be in selected mode, the user can change that mode. Want to specify, we can specify, it is an optional attribute. So, to create radio buttons inside our form, we should specify with type attribute radio. We will select only one item from group of items or the number of items displayed there in the group. Next important type of form element is reset and submit buttons. So, I said when the user has want to register some information in the website, we want to submit that to the server. So, there should be a link between these two things, to the server and the user has finished this. To connect these two moments, we have some buttons here, submit and reset buttons. Submit is a button used to submit the data whatever the user typed in the form to the server, and reset button is used when the user has want to clear the wrong data or want to clear the full form controls empty, that is the user want to reset the entire form details whatever he or she has entered. So, these two buttons are used at the last moment of form creation always. So, submit button, it is used to submit the details to the web server, or the reset button is used to reset the details whatever the user has typed. When the user clicks the submit button, whatever the path given in the action attribute will be sent back to the server. So, let us see an example for both reset and submit buttons. So, I am not here used server, just I am telling this. So, this is for submit. Since I have not connected with server, it is being reset here. So, you want reset, it will be used. So, this is an example for submit and reset button. Let us see all these examples of form element inside one form, their example form for form elements. So, this is an registration form. So, name, age, this both are the text fields. So, are text boxes, it is a single line entry. So, these are the single line entry, and this also text field. So, you can type the date of birth, it is meant for job registration form. So, the date of birth, and we can give the date of birth here, and this is also a text field. And what is the gender? So, this is a radio button. The user can give only one option for male or female. So, you can select male or female. So, this is meant for radio buttons. So, radio button means choosing only one item from multiple items. Next, this is scroll list. We have so many items here. So, we can choose only one here. So, this is for options. We can choose only one here. This is option scroll list, and this is the text area. So, this is single line text, and this is multiple line text, that is text area. We can give more than one line, since address contain more than one line. So, we can type street name like this. So, we can type more than one line here. Next, this is the checkbox. So, I can select more than one item from this checkbox. So, I am requesting for course can give CSE or EC. So, I can submit. Since it is not submitted to the server, since I am not connected here, but we connected with any server like servlets or any other web services, we can submit this data to the particular server. So, this is an example form for form controls. Let us see the source code of this. So, this is a source code. So, it is in simple. So, name, it is being specified as text field. So, this is the text field. So, how can we create the text field? Using input type equal to text. So, type attribute is specified with text. So, first two things are text, name and age. Next one is date of birth, it is also a text. So, we can specify with input type equal to text, and the name and the size of the characters should be accepted in that text field. Next one is father's name, it is also in text. So, I have specified here input type equal to text. Next, we want to create gender, male or female. So, from this group we have to select only one. So, we have to specify here input type equal to radio. So, it specifies that the user has to give only one entry, that is male or female. Next is qualification. So, this is select tag which is used to display more than one item, that is scrolled list. From the list we can select what is our degree. So, we can select from this. So, what are all the options present will be specified using option tag with the value to be displayed. Then the address, I said it is a multiple line, address contains multiple line, that is more than one line, can be specified using text area, name is equal to address, rows and columns. Next is check boxes. So, it is also a control which is used to select more than one items, it will be given as input type equal to checkbox. So, I have displayed the courses there. So, we can select multiple items here. The last is the reset and submit button. This both are used to submit to the server or reset the details within the form. So, submit is used to submit the details to the user and reset is used to clear the form details. So, how to specify these two things? Input type equal to submit, name equal to submit. So, this tag is used to create the submit button and input type equal to reset. So, this is used to create the reset buttons. So, this is an example for whatever the form controls we have discussed now. Let us summarize this session, and we have worked on how to create the form. What is the tag used for creation of form and attributes of form? We have seen some of the attributes like inside type, methods and action attributes, and how to create the form controls. So, using input tag, that is form controls are check boxes, radio buttons, text boxes, crawl list and reset and submit buttons. And what are the tags used to create the forms and its elements? So, what are the elements and controls are same. So, we can say it as form elements or form controls. Let us ask some question for understanding purpose. What is mean by form? What are all the attributes of form? Give some example controls used in the form or list some controls used in the form, and what is the difference between do get and do post method. Create a form for online job registration using this form controls. Let us conclude this session with this form controls, and we will see next topic frames in the subsequent lectures. Thank you.